So, is this the right time to start taking profit in Bitcoin? Because the price is slowly approaching around this price opportunity, what we've been calling since couple of days. Yes, guys, we were expecting the price of Bitcoin to continue this uptrend between 28,000 to 30,000 range before it chooses a trend duration. And now, if we look at this price structure, we are around 28,200, 28,300 range. But the question here is, will this trend continue from here on? And if it does, where could the price of Bitcoin be heading next before it finally chooses a trend duration and also start showing exhaustion? We are going to talk about all of this in today's video, so please watch this video till the end. And for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell. Now, looking at this in a weekly time frame, you know I like to keep things simple, because according to this rising trend line support, it is clearly indicating us the price in the coming days could still favor the longs. Why? Even after this massive rally, if we look at this trend here, whenever in the past price action the price of Bitcoin has tested the support from this rising trend line, for example from 2017, we have always seen a very nice rally, I mean an impulsive movement playing out. And in our case, this is exactly what is unfolding. But what we have said, before we overcome some key line of resistance, there could be some shakeout. But in our case right now, we are around 28,000, could even go around 30,000, because that's the area of confluence, and that could be attracting the price for now before it chooses a trend duration. Yes, guys, this 30,000 could still be looked as our upcoming target for Bitcoin, even though the price of Bitcoin has already shown some massive gains. But what I want you guys to understand, if you look at this price structure here, with each and every previous high, the price has reacted very aggressively around that area. I mean, this line, for example, the previous high from 2017 was a very important line of support, but once we fell below it, the same line acted as a resistance, and the price, only after breaking that line, started showing this actual impulsiveness. And here again around 25,000, you can see we did got rejected again and again, but once we broke above it, we started this impulsiveness. So now this 25,000 here is going to be the line of support if the price starts showing some weakness. But we know this here, this trend line around 30,000 to 32,000 could be looked as our next potential upcoming target for Bitcoin before it chooses a trend duration. I mean, this trend line here could be attracting the price before it chooses a trend duration, because if you look at this divergence indicator, this RSI divergence here to the downside in a weekly, every time guys, every time whenever the price showed a reversal, right, doesn't matter if this was a bigger impulsive movement and also a bigger corrective movement, if you simply look at the RSI to the downside, RSI always approached around the overbought area before the price started showing this weakness. Yes, each and every retracement, the RSI was clearly around overbought area. So in our case, if you look at this now, this RSI is still not at this overbought area. That means the RSI is also indicating the trend could continue further here to the upside before it starts showing exhaustion, before it starts appearing clearly around this overbought area, and also signal a reversal. So that's why guys, we know now there is still some possibility for price to continue this uptrend around 30,000, even up to 32,000 before it chooses a trend duration. Not just only this one example here guys, even if you look at this broadening top, which is playing out perfectly for Bitcoin. Yes, if you look at this example here, A, B, C, D breakout, right? Just like as shown here in an example, A, B, C, D breakout, we had a small retracement before breaking here to the upside. This exact scenario played out here. We had a small retracement before price started breaking here to the upside. So now this upper line from this broadening wedge is going to be acting as additional support if the price in the medium short term decides to show some weakness. Yes guys, we are building support above 25,000, which is a very good sign, because as long as we remain above this 25,000 to 25,500 range, we are expecting the price of Bitcoin to continue this uptrend. And according to this bullish broadening wedge scenario, right, if this is going to play out, we are aware the price of Bitcoin could be getting attracted towards this 30,000 to 23,000 range. So that's why this price range of 30,000, 32,000 definitely makes a lot of sense as long as the price remains above 25,000 area. And not just only this one example, even if you look at the price structure of Bitcoin in a very simple way, what we are going to do here, we are going to add this rising trend line, because we can see this rising trend line right now is acting as a strong line of support, right? So each and every time we tested this rising trend line, we had a really nice bounce. But what I want you guys to look at carefully is the price movement. Impulsive movement, corrective movement, found support at this rising trend line, again started a new move, and this new impulsive movement also formed a new high. I mean higher highs, higher lows, continuation pattern type of formation. So right now where we are, this is still higher low. So now if the trend here is going to continue further to the upside, there is a very high possibility that we are heading towards to form a new higher highs before it starts showing weakness and also gets gravitated towards this rising trend line. Yes, because each and every time we found support at this rising trend line, after that the price has also made a new higher highs, right? Found support, made a new higher highs, found support. Now this is exactly where we could be heading. But if we look at this in a bit different way, I mean if you look at this in a very simple way, you can also see the price according to the CPI indicator will make a lot of sense if we could see some impulsiveness before the price chooses a trend direction. So in the medium short term, this monthly R3 line, which is sitting around 29,000, exactly at 29,000, will be looked as our immediate short-term target for Bitcoin. And after reaching around this 29,000, we could see some weakness, price again showing some exhaustion, and this R3 line one more time acting as a support around 27,000 range. So 25,500, around 26,000, the upper line from this broadening wedge here is going to be acting as a support. And now even the monthly R2 line for this month of March, right, until the month ends, I mean the month of March ends, this line here are going to remain as one of the most important support and resistance for Bitcoin. So R3 line is considered as our upcoming target, R2 line is considered as our support for Bitcoin. And now guys, now let's look at this one, another interesting scenario. What in case, let's suppose, what in case if the price of Bitcoin does continues this uptrend and also reaches the key price objective? So guys, before I switch the chart, just a friendly reminder, crypto in a VIP group is open for now. The link is in the description down below. So if you want to be part of my trading community, do join it right now. And additional to that, Bybit with 30,000 deposit bonus, you can also get 30% cashback if you sign up using this link. Yes guys, if you are among the first 100 users who deposit using this link, $100, you will get 30% cashback. So you are getting $30 back. And additional to this, those who sign up using this link and deposit $100 will also get access to my VIP group. So guys, the time to act is now. Let's look at the price action of Bitcoin in a bigger time frame, because yesterday we found out the price of Bitcoin has already broken out from this inverse head and shoulder type of formation. We have broken the neckline, and now along with the support from this inverse head and shoulder, the neckline around 25,000, we have support from this monthly R2 line around 27,000, and even the support from this upper line resistance from broadening top, yes, around 26,000. So 26,000, 25,000, 27,000, you can see we are building support as we are going above. So what I'm trying to pinpoint here is that according to the inverse head and shoulder, if the price is going to continue further here to the upside, our price objective is very simple. You can see it is pointing us above 30,000. So 30,000, 32,000 is definitely considered as our next potential target for Bitcoin, right? This is where we could be getting gravitated. But in the medium short term, according to this Fibonacci extension line, this 100% Fibonacci extension line is where we could be getting attracted, and this is sitting around 29,400. So the monthly R3 line sitting around 29,000. The 100% Fibonacci extension line is sitting around 29,000 area. So 29,000 could be the area in the medium short term where we could be getting gravitated before price again shows some exhaustion. And this doesn't mean the price is weakening. We know we are building strong support. Even if we are going to see a correction like this, we are still expecting the price of Bitcoin to continue this uptrend above 30,000 before it finally chooses a trend duration. But let's say, what in case if the price does show some exhaustion and start showing reversal before even approaching around this 29,000 range? Is it possible? Yes, it is possible. Why? Let me show you here. So let me show you that here in a 4-hour time frame using this rising trend line, because according to this rising trend line, we can see the price is holding this line. I mean, this line is acting as a strong line of support. And if I would add another rising trend line here to the upside, you will see the price of Bitcoin might be forming this rising wedge. Rising wedge is considered as a bearish scenario, and the upper line here has already rejected the price a couple of times. So now, if this trend is going to continue further, you can see this upper line from the rising wedge is going to act as additional resistance for Bitcoin. I mean, 29,000, the 100% Fibonacci extension line, the monthly R3 line is going to be a very strong resistance for Bitcoin. And if we do get exhausted after reaching around that area, we have to be very careful, because this move here could lead to another pullback where the price could come back to test the support one more time around 25,000 range before it starts showing a movement here in this manner. I mean, like this, right? Range bound price coming back to test the support, this key line of support around 25,000, and slowly again showing this impulsiveness. Because if that happens, I mean, if the price does comes back to test the support on 25,000, then the neckline from this inverse head and shoulder is going to be retested, and along with that, even the retest from this previous key line of resistance. Yes, this line here was a very strong line of resistance, right? And the same line which is above 25,000 will be acting as a support. So that's why, guys, that's why even if we are going to see any sort of shakeout in the immediate short term, we are still expecting price to continue this uptrend as long as we remain above 25,000 range. And beside Bitcoin price action, let's also quickly look at Ethereum price action. So for Ethereum, we are going to keep it very simple. Nothing much has happened compared to Bitcoin. We know the price of Ethereum has broken out one of the most important line of resistance. Yes, since then, we are clearly in an uptrend. I mean, this trend was forming a so-called bull flag type of formation, a breakout formation. So if we do continue this uptrend, then according to the bull flag in a weekly time frame, 21 to 2200 is where we could be getting gravitated. But now if we switch this into smaller time frame, let's switch this into daily time frame, we can see the price is forming a broadening wedge. I think we talked about this on our previous video. So you can see the broadening wedge formation is also playing out perfectly. So if this trend continues following a broadening wedge breakout, then you can see, guys, the target or the price objective from this broadening wedge is also lining around 2,100, 2,200 range. So this is definitely the line where we are focusing the price of Ethereum to get gravitated before it chooses a trend direction. Yes, guys, this here is going to be looked as our upcoming target for Ethereum, as long as it manages to remain above this key line of support what we have around 1,700, 1,750 range. So yes, 1,700, 1,750 is going to be considered as a very strong support for Ethereum, and as long as we remain above that range, we are expecting this trend to continue towards 2,100, 2,200 for the upcoming days. So these are some of the quick updates that I wanted to share with you in today's video. Again, if you want to be part of Crypto on a VIP group, the link is in the description down below. Feel free to check it out. And additional to that, Bybit is also giving around 30% cashback to first 100 users who sign up using my ref link in the description down below. And by signing up using this link and depositing $100, you will be eligible to join our private VIP group. And please be aware, guys, scammers are approaching most of our followers saying, hey, you have to deposit the amount in my wallet. That's completely incorrect. Please be careful. You will be depositing $100 in your account, not in my account. So please be aware. I will never DM you for money. So by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye-bye.